Have you ever been cavity searched by your ex's new girlfriend? Landing at customs after a disastrous trip to Cancun should have been the end of my nightmare vacation. My luggage had been lost, I'd gotten food poisoning, and my travel companion bailed halfway through to meet up with her Tinder match. All I wanted was to get home, shower for 3 hours, and pretend the last week never happened. The drug dog at customs went crazy when I walked past. The beagle practically did backflips, barking at my carry-on like it contained bacon-wrapped tennis balls. The handler pulled me aside immediately. "Ma'am, we're going to need to search your belongings." "Fine," I sighed, too exhausted to care. They found nothing in my bag, obviously, because I wasn't stupid enough to smuggle drugs, but the dog kept alerting, circling me like I was made of cocaine. "We'll need to do a more thorough search," the officer said, leading me to a small room. "Female Officer Ramirez will conduct the examination." The door opened, and my stomach dropped through the floor. Standing there in a customs uniform was Jessica, my ex-boyfriend Paulo's new girlfriend. The same Jessica who'd been posting beach selfies with him for the past 6 months while I was getting over our 3-year relationship. Her face went through several expressions: recognition, shock, then something that looked dangerously close to satisfaction. "I can request another officer," she said professionally, though her eyes said otherwise. My pride kicked in. "No need, let's just get this over with." What followed was the most awkward 45 minutes of my life. Jessica maintained strict professionalism, but I could feel the weird energy radiating off both of us. Here was the woman who was living my old life, and she was currently checking me for drugs I definitely didn't have. "I need to ask you some questions," she said, pulling on latex gloves. "Have you had any contact with illegal substances?" "No." "Has anyone given you packages to carry?" "No." "Did Paulo ever mention—" She caught herself, cleared her throat. "Did anyone approach you at the resort?" We locked eyes. "No one approached me about drugs," I said carefully. The search itself was thorough, humiliating, and completely unnecessary. The dog kept barking outside the door like I was a walking drug lab. Jessica found nothing because there was nothing to find. "I don't understand," she finally said, frustrated. "Butterscotch never false alerts." "Butterscotch? The dog. He's usually perfect." She looked genuinely confused. "Wait, what hotel did you stay at?" "The Paradise Palms." Her expression shifted. "Room 412? How did you—" "That's where they found 3 kilos of cocaine last month hidden in the air vent. The scent particles get everywhere. Management didn't tell new guests because it would hurt business. Butterscotch probably smells the residue in your clothes." I stared at her. "I spent a week in a former drug den." "Technically, a former drug storage unit," she corrected. "That explains everything. You're free to go, but I'd wash everything you own twice." As I gathered my things, she spoke again. "I'm sorry about this, the whole situation. You're just doing your job." "No, I mean," she hesitated. "Paulo told me you two ended mutually. Then I saw your Instagram posts about the breakup. He lied about a lot of things." I turned back. "Like what?" "Like the fact that he was still seeing you when we started dating. Like how he accidentally forwarded me your email about getting back together. Like how he's currently in holding because he tried to bring back Cuban cigars and got belligerent when they confiscated them." "Paulo's here?" "Different terminal, but yeah. Apparently he told the officer that his girlfriend would vouch for him because she works customs." She smiled grimly. "Surprise, I'm not vouching." We stood there awkwardly for a moment before I asked, "You want to get coffee and compare notes about what else he lied about?" 2 hours later, we were sitting in the airport Starbucks, making a comprehensive list of Paulo's lies. Turns out he told her he was a consultant when he actually sold insurance. He'd said he owned his condo when his parents paid the rent. He'd claimed he was allergic to cats to avoid meeting her family, but I had 3 years of photos of him with my cat, Professor Whiskers. "He said you were crazy," Jessica admitted. "He said you were a rebound," I countered. We both laughed, maybe a little bitterly. "Want to really mess with him?" Jessica asked, pulling out her phone. We took a selfie together, both smiling widely, and she posted it with the caption, "Making new friends at work. Thanks for the introduction, Paulo." Within minutes, her phone exploded with messages. From him. We didn't read them, just watched the notification count climb while finishing our overpriced lattes. A month later, Jessica texted me. She'd dumped Paulo after he failed to pick her up from a work event because he was getting his eyebrows threaded. We went out for drinks to celebrate. Turns out we had a lot in common beyond terrible taste in men. We're actually friends now. Real friends, not just trauma-bonded ex-girlfriends. Last week, she introduced me to her new boyfriend at customs. "This is my friend who survived the Paradise Palms drug room," she said. He laughed. "And the cavity search?" Jessica and I exchanged looks. "We don't talk about the cavity search," we said in unison. "Some stories are better left incomplete, even if they end with unexpected friendship."